Welcome back to Street Science TV. You've got Jess continuing our journey into heat. Now, we've already discussed that heat is a type of energy that involves the movement of particles. The more heat energy a substance has, the more those particles are moving. But what's really interesting about heat is that as a type of energy, it's constantly flowing through our universe. That energy is always being transferred from one material to another. And the way that happens, we call heat transfer. We're going to spend a bit of time the next 3 clips talking through the 3 main methods of heat transfer. We call them radiation, convection, and conduction. We're going to start our first session now with heat transfer through radiation. Now, radiation involves the transfer of heat between materials at a distance. Each of those materials gets enough heat energy to increase or decrease the speed those particles are moving. We'll use my Bunsen burner here as my example. Heat has to start somewhere. As a type of energy, it is transformed from other types of energy. I have some chemical energy locked inside my Bunsen burner here, kind of like the sugar energy inside a lolly. And all of that energy can be changed into different types of energy, transformed using, in this case, a chemical reaction. Now, this chemical reaction we call combustion or fire is very valuable to us humans, something we use a lot of. We can see a beautiful bright orange flame. That light we see is actually a type of energy too. I can actually hear a funny hissing sound. That's sound energy. And of course, I can feel the heat energy from that fire. My chemical energy is making light, sound, and heat energy. And, well, that heat energy is transferring into me. No, I'm not gaining energy superpowers. I'm gaining heat, which means the particles of my body, my skin, the little particles of water inside my skin cells are starting to vibrate a little bit faster. If I had too much heat radiating into my skin, well, that could cause some injuries. So I'll stay back. But even from here, I can feel on my face, I can sense that heat energy making the particles move more. Now, as scientists, we don't just feel our way through everything. Sure, we can use our senses to sense the increase in heat, but we also have tools like my thermometer. And even at this distance, I can actually measure how much heat is radiating into the bulb of my thermometer. At this distance, I can see the little line, which is actually made of coloured alcohol, moving up the scale of my thermometer. We call this an increase in temperature. Temperature being the way we measure how much particles are moving. And here in Australia, we use degrees Celsius to describe it. Heat coming from that chemical reaction all the way over there, radiating through this space and transferring into my thermometer and into me. A heat transfer method that you're probably familiar with campfires, or if you're lucky enough to have a fireplace at home. But think about it. Where else do we feel heat coming at us from a distance? While you're thinking about it, get ready for our next clip coming soon about a different type of heat transfer, convection. I'll see you then.